So this is one of my favourite views in England, really. And why I really like it is because on the one hand you've got kind of really horrible 1980s Waits houses, and then we end up with these kind of holiday homes, and these are actually like the really new ones. So if you sell your council flat in London, then maybe this is where you can live in these small kind of semi-mobile homes by the sea next to the gasworks. And as we kind of move around, this is called Gasworks Jetty, and this is made famous by Dr. Feelgood. And in their early albums, Dr. Feelgood come from Canvey Island. And as we move round, we got the Kent Hills over on this side, and then we've got another Thames barge, and then what we've got is this big jetty. It's a big disused jetty going all the way back, and it looks a bit ugly, but actually it's a symbol of a really good rebellion in Essex, because there was a campaign in 1973 which was called No More Oil on Canvey Soil, and Canvey people defeated the government and big corporations in putting another oil refinery on Canvey. And so this is a kind of monument to their success in its dereliction. And then in the foreground here, this is called Hullhaven, and Hullhaven was where the dynamite boats and Dutch eel boats used to be, because no munitions were allowed any further into London than this. And so people had the job of sitting on boats full of dynamite and looking after them in Hullhaven. And then beyond that, we've got like a gas holding tanks, and beyond that, which we can't quite see, is Shellhaven, and that's the Shell oil refinery, and that's where the big corporation Shell gets its name from. And also in the background, you can see the London Gateway, which has the largest cranes in England, and that's the new container port. And you can see one of the huge container ships there. In fact, 90% of the goods that come into Britain come through the sea. And the sea is kind of completely enmeshed in all those goods and in all those gadgets and in all those networks. It appears to be vaporized, because we've taken the oceans out of our thinking. And over the back there, over there, see the white bit? That whole hill that you can see, that's London's ship. That's the largest tip in Western Europe. So all of London's rubbish comes in there and is buried. I mean, it's ending now because they got fined so much. And as we turn round, we've got the lobster smack, which I think is from the early 1600s, which Charles Dickens wrote about. So you've got this incredible panorama. It's kind of like this weird, really interesting, post-industrial clash between the plumbing of London, like a kind of wild ecology. It's a mess, but it's really good. It's really fucked up in a really interesting way.